On a topic too. Guess what? We're still talking video games.
Heyo.
So recently I went out shopping for video game stuff for Extra Life, and I stumbled upon a game that I've heard about quite a bit, but I've never actually played it. It was one of my cousin's favorite games growing up. So I'm going to show the game, but my topic is, what are games that either you've heard a lot about or people just love and you haven't played? So, I mean, it's not the best example, but
the list.
I picked up Diddy Kong Racing the
Oh
other
my
day.
Diddy Kong Racing.
So,
Fuck yeah!
I've never played it, but yeah.
That game is dope. Like beyond dope. I love
It's
that game.
so good. It was when I
Oh.
rebought an N64. It's one of the first games I got. You're gonna have so much fucking fun with that.
No, now Brent's like, shit,
Especially
now I
if you've
really
never
need to
played
drive
it
over.
Yeah. Maybe I do need to come through.
Is there one of those planes where like I can bring a package to somebody and then get free air?
So
Is that
yeah,
a real thing, or is that only in movies?
there's a lot of games that I feel I have told people I haven't played, and I always get the gasp of like, what the hell are you doing? I'm not sure if it was either one of our podcasts individually or maybe it was somebody else, but it might have been the last episode where I was talking to Gifted Dim about Death Stranding. We were talking about Kojima, and I said I'd never played a Metal Gear game. And
That was me.
and both reactions like, what? So I haven't played a Metal Gear game. I have not played any Zelda game. The new one, Link's Awakening, will be my first. See, these are the reactions I'm talking about.
First?
Okay, you know what? I say Link's Awakening is a great entry point, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
No,
my favorite game in the series, actually.
Well, I'm not gonna go that far.
Shut up, Brent.
It's a great place to start. I agree with that 100%.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the right amount of like the weird Zelda and like the
Oh yeah.
deep Zelda. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people will say, "Oh, Link to the Past is the better game." It's not as weird though,
Mm.
and there's always been a level of weirdness in Zelda.
The best Zeldas are always a little weird.
Yeah,
Skyward
look at
Sword-
the fucking toilet hand guy from Majora's Mask.
Skyward Sword is a good game. Change my mind.
It's too handholdy, but it's good.
Good game.
Like I had fun when I played it. I wouldn't
Yep.
replay the whole thing.
No, me neither.
I probably wouldn't replay the intro, the 3-hour fucking intro.
I don't even hate the intro.
I
just- it
just
did
don't
some-
like those
it did some
fucking
cool
cats
things.
that come out at night, and you have to throw them off the ledge because you can't kill them. So you're still killing them. They're so cute during the daytime, and at night they're total bitches, and you can't fight them, so you just have to throw them off a cliff.
Oh,
Yikes.
okay.
Big yikes.
Sticking on the Nintendo.
Maybe wait on Skyward Sword.
Will do. Sticking on the Nintendo train. I have not played any of the Metroid games.
Oh, ow, that physically hurts.
Oops.
Super Metroid is one of my favorite games of all time.
Oh, it holds up.
I played it a couple of months ago.
Let's see.
How else can you hurt me right now?
There's probably a lot of ways.
Especially if he keeps going with Nintendo.
Fire.
No, he hasn't played. He's played Mass Effect, but
Okay, yeah, but have I?
you got to know Varia.
True, and then I blew up a bunch and was like, I'm done.
You saw me stream it for 12 hours and be like, slowly go from, I love everything about this, to be like, okay, you know what? Maybe I don't need to fucking deal with all this.
Yeah, that stream did not
Although
help.
now that I'm redoing what I was doing, it's definitely like, now that I remember it, it's way easier.
Mm.
But there's definitely like you have to get to a plateau of understanding how shit works.
Gotcha.
There was a very good I think it was a Penny Arcade comic when it came out, where it's like two guys standing by a pool, and one guy being like, "This is Mass Effect," and just shoving him in, and be like, "Play it." No, you're doing it wrong, and the other guy's just drowning.
Yeah, that game is dense.
Mm.
Quite dense. It's good.
If we're sticking Nintendo, Fire Emblem, I haven't played any of those. Not
I
sure if
haven't
there's
either,
that deep
actually.
connection
I
in that
just got into Fire Emblem with Three Houses, and it's very good.
I always mix up Fire Emblem and Breath of Fire, though. So, and it's only because of the name. That's the only reason I do it.
That's fair.
Jeff, you mentioned the other night on stream, but Resistance series, I haven't played any of those.
That one you can be forgiven on. I really love it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going downhill on the.
It wasn't a launch title. It was like a mid-life title on the PS3.
That was like a time and place. Like, it was good while it existed, and now that we moved on, like, it's not something you need to really, like, go back to particularly.
Mhm.
If you enjoyed it when it came out, it's something
Yeah.
that you'll enjoy going back to, but it's not going to break any new ground, you know?
No.
I just like that they never, ever tried to introduce it as a Halo killer, which was the thing that every fucking first-person shooter
Oh my god.
was when it was coming out during that time. Oh,
Right.
this is a Halo killer. Black is going to kill Halo. Like, I'm sorry.
What game?
It was called Black.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I'm being silly.
Exactly, yeah. Like, no one... It's like, I think the cover had a lot of bullets on it. I don't...
Yeah,
Sure
that
did.
was all it was, I think. Blanking right now, but I might be able to think of other ones. So yeah, what are some that you guys have not played or experienced, I guess, that others have said they've played that are good or just seem well known?
Borderlands.
Okay.
You never played any of them?
I don't have any, no, because I played Tales from the, because I love Tales from the Borderlands.
That game's
but-
phenomenal.
Yeah. I'm gonna save Borderlands because I'm gonna use that for my topic in a little bit.
Okay.
Wow.
Halo.
You haven't played
I've
Halo?
never played a Halo game.
Oh, okay.
And I have one. I have OG Halo for my Xbox, and it's just sitting over there. I haven't touched it.
So, I'm assuming like you didn't have any friends that played it or anything like
Oh, I
that.
had a fuck ton of friends.
You
who
did?
played it.
Oh,
I
okay,
just
so you
didn't have an
still
Xbox when
just-
it came out.
Okay. Fair enough. Because that was a big reason, like,
'Cause I had
from
siblings, so I couldn't
PS2.
afford- my parents couldn't afford to get me 2 consoles.
That's a big reason I went from PS2 to Xbox for 360, because everybody was Halo 3 talking about. So I was like, oh, everybody's playing over there. I'll go over there. And that was a big bridge, I guess, for that, or reasoning for that.
Let's see. I have never played any of the Souls games.
Okay.
That's more of a practicality thing, though. Like, there's no pause feature. I have kids. I'll never finish this.
Hmm.
Let's see.
I'm gonna keep shaking my head.
I'm scrolling through a
I
list
haven't-
right now. See
Yeah.
what else pops up.
I don't know. Brent, you say something. I'm thinking.
Does Half-Life count? I haven't played Half-Life, but everybody
Yeah, I
like
haven't
praises
either,
that.
I have Half-Life 2, and I've never.
So I don't want to make this sound like I'm really being really pretentious, but like I don't think I can't think of a game that's like a big thing that I missed.
Okay.
Because I feel like I, for the most part, have always been super plugged into even if I can't afford it, like getting with a friend, like I
Yeah.
haven't played Control, but like that's only been out for a little
Yeah.
bit. So,
But
Yeah,
Jeff
you can
just got
probably-
it, and I'm gonna go over there.
There you go.
yeah, like a lot of the big franchises and a lot of the big, I've at least dipped my toe into it to the point where I can confidently say either it just wasn't for me or
Right.
I'm really trying to rack my brain here about Mother 3.
I haven't played any of those.
Oh, Earthbound. Stop being. I'm not
No,
pretentious.
no,
I'm
no,
not being pretentious.
no.
I haven't played Mother 3.
Mother 3 is not Earthbound. Earthbound is Mother 2. And if it was Earthbound, I would have said Earthbound, you piece of shit. I love you. Mother 3, the third
I love
game,
you
the
too.
sequel to Earthbound. I did not play that.
Yeah, because it never came out here.
But it's like super easy to get. I could, like, 2 seconds, I could have it right now. And I could play it. You know what else I haven't played? I haven't played Skies of Arcadia.
I was gonna say it, and I know you've gotten pushed from me and
I know, and from Franco.
Yeah, a lot of it.
A lot of the things that I missed are actually a lot of handheld stuff in the DS era.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't have a DS. Because my big thing was like they seem to be pushing games where like you steer with the stylus, and like I didn't want to. I think like a couple of the Zelda games that came out for the DS, you had to like control where you were going using the stylus on the bottom screen, and I don't want to do that. You know,
You
like I want to use the
moved-
D-pad.
Yeah, you moved with the D-pad and you attacked by swiping. That's what it was.
Ugh, that's no.
and that sucked. But the first one, Phantom Hourglass, was actually really good. They used the DS in some creative ways. Like you had to transcribe a map, and to do it, you had to close the clamshell and open it back up. And when you open it back up, it was there. Like they did some smart stuff with that.
Yeah, I have a 3DS, and I've enjoyed the things I have for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because by that point, they really figured out how to use the design and everything.
No, that's always been a great system, and I don't know why, but handhelds don't click with in the same way that
They did when I was younger, like Game Boy Advance.
Sure. Yeah.
Absolutely, but like once I got like older and like the DS came out in the 3DS, it's like, oh, I got the must-haves that I felt like I got the Golden Sun and the Zelda remakes and everything like that, but like I don't.
Yeah.
There's no they're doing everything so much better on consoles. Like
it was
handhelds are kind of becoming. You can get fucking Chrono Trigger on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Really crappy version of it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Still
A shitty version. But...
Yeah. Take what I can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably
Chrono Trigger.
Hi. Yeah, that's another one.
Speaking of phenomenal
I'm keeping a list of games you haven't played, and you're just gonna start getting them.
I appreciate that.
I don't have your
keeping
address,
tabs.
So I'm just gonna send it somewhere in New York. And
yeah, I'll get it. It's all one
you
spot.
just outed where he lives now.
It's all good.
He outed it.
I always out it.
Last
yeah.
time I was on, I was like, "Oh, you don't live in New York proper."
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Real loose policy on addresses. That's all right. It's all right. Yeah, no, I'd say my biggest blind slot is definitely like that whole DS era. I played a few things in there. Like I started playing Bravely Default.
Okay.
Ooh, I've heard really good things about that.
It's like what I played was super good, but again, I just fell off of it. Never thought to bring the DS with me places, and when I'm at home, it's like I got this whole thing attached to a giant television. I'm gonna play that.
That's a good point. You know what? I'm gonna say a lot of PS1, and it's ridiculous because it's like that's what I always wanted. PS1 JRPGs.
Oh.
Which I feel like is like that, and SNES is the the golden age.
That's
of
absolutely
pixel
the golden age.
JRPGs.
Yup, big time.
And there's only I've got looking at my thing, I've got Parasite Eve, Chrono Cross, Final Fantasy 7 and 9.
Hey.
You're missing his favorite.
You missed one.
No, I don't have 8.
You can get the remaster. It's out.
I sold 8 and I got Final Fantasy Chronicles instead.
That's a mistake.
Yeah, it had Chrono Trigger on it.
Well, 8's still a good game. Changed my mind.
I've played 8. I have played 8, and there was something I didn't like about it. I don't know if it was one of the systems or not. I just couldn't get into it.
It was probably the draw system because everybody doesn't know how to use it right.
I'm sure you're right.
I put ungodly amounts of time into that game, more than I should have.
Another Nintendo one.
Uh-oh.
Star Fox? Haven't played any of those.
Star Fox 64 is probably the best game on that whole system.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
It's up there, yeah. I mean, I put enough time in that to get a gold medal on every single world in that game.
Oh, yeah.
But
let's just think of all the classic lines. Do a barrel roll.
Yeah, you got any more?
Okay, so I was looking through the list. So nothing came like that. I was like,
all
none.
the classic lines. Do a barrel roll and get the fuck out of the way, Slippy.
Poor Slippy.
There was a couple that popped up that I hadn't played any until like recently. So I'll give those a shout out. But like Resident Evil, I hadn't played a Resident Evil until 7.
Okay.
That was my first one, and I've only played like maybe a stream's worth of the RE2, the remake that just came out.
I can hear you on that one because I got the Resident Evil remake for GameCube when it came out, and that was intimidating. Like going into that, fresh, those games can be very intimidating, especially since that first one, especially the survival horror aspect, you cannot. You have to get really good at just being I'm not even gonna try and shoot you. I'm just gonna try and run around you, which is such a hard thing to deprogram yourself from, of having to fighting everybody.
Yeah. No, I mean the good thing for you, the good thing for you is you got back into like when Resident Evil found itself and figured out what it was supposed to be.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
There were a couple real weird years in there with
I'm-
5 and 6.
Much like Metal Gear Solid, I'm gonna be eventually playing through all the Resident Evil games, and I'm not looking forward to 5 and 6 at all.
No.
Um,
Do you want
I
to
saw-
borrow my? Do you want to borrow my PSVR so you can play Resident Evil 7 in VR?
I
Did?
really do, yeah. If I don't
we
own
talked
it,
about
by
that
the
last night too.
time I do it, I actually saw Gempo playing co-op Resident Evil 5, I think, and even then I was like, oh, I can't watch this.
A series I hadn't played for the longest time. I hadn't played the Uncharted series for like until
Ooh.
after 4 came out.
I got
And then I
played
streamed it all,
Uncharted
but-
1 when I think Uncharted 2 had come out.
I remember
I got it.
Christmas 2007. I got Mass Effect 1, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and Uncharted.
Oof.
That was basically my Christmas, and that is a solid list of games right there.
Mm-hmm.
What year was that?
2007.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say like I got confused. I was thinking 2005, and I was like, wait a minute, that year I got fucking Jack X Racing and Shadow of the Colossus, but I was off by 2 years.
There was no PlayStation 3 in 2005.
Yeah.
That would've been weird.
And then the only other one I can think of is Tomb Raider. I hadn't played a Tomb Raider until that first remake came out,
Yeah.
and that was like a year
I
after that
hadn't
came out. I still need to go back and play the second remake and the third, or the newer ones, 2 and 3,
Yep.
or
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 2, 3.
I really want to set aside some time to play just have like an adventure month and just play through the 3 Uncharted's and the 3 Tomb Raiders.
3?
4 Uncharted.
Yeah, I guess there's 4.
There is 4.
Whatever.
It's right over there.
I know, I own it. Shut up. I got the special edition with the statue.
Of course you did.
But I can't fit 7 games into a month. I can fit 6.
Right. Wait. Okay.
You gotta try. You just gotta try harder, okay?
There's 5 Uncharted games.
Yeah.
Lost
the play-
Legacy, its own. Oh, okay.
which is also real good.
Hmm.
You gonna hook up something to play it on the Vita?
What? No, I'm talking about the one.
Oh, you're talking about Lost Legacy.
Was that its own game, or was it
Yeah,
just
I don't.
DLC?
It's its
No,
own
I'm
game.
not gonna
Okay.
buy a Vita.
I haven't played it. I have it downloaded and it's been sitting there for ages, and I just haven't played
I
it.
also have a physical copy just waiting to be played, and I'm like, man,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm waiting for. Everyone who's played it has been like, man, this is great,
I
and
bought.
it's Uncharted, so how could it not be? But
Right.
I bought
here
the
I am.
special, and it's so bad right now because I've been watching them play it on Retro Replay,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
which
Mhm.
Brent, I know you love.
I do.
Because I think when the first time I tried streaming and I did that horrible Silent Hill 2 stream where it was just janky as hell, but we were talking about it because I had mentioned that they re-recorded over the voices and Troy Baker was one of the new actors in the special edition.
Mhm.
And I brought up that they had just started doing Retro Replay and you were like, fuck yeah!
I do like retro replay. It's good stuff.
It is. It's good content. Good content.
2 of the best voice actors in the industry.
hmm
Yep. Plus, Uncharted 2 has Claudia Black, and I'm
Sure
a
does.
big fan of hers.
Lost Legacy is because Claudia Black.
Yep.
Yes, she does. Yep. It's like she's known for that and Farscape and dying in Pitch Black.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
Hmm.
I bought Uncharted 4 and I was like, this statue's gonna look awesome on my shelf, and this game is gonna look okay sitting on my shelf for like 12 months.
I think that's all of them. At least I can think of.
Yeah, the only other ones that kind of pop into my mind are like really old PC games, like Ultima and stuff like that.
hmm
That's
You know, yeah, I've never played any of the Star Wars games, like Knights of the Old Republic or things like that.
Mm.
That's something I always wished I could.
yep, I played those. Those are good.
Okay, I got an idea. Because I can't think of any. What would be some games that either of you, maybe you can like take turns, being like, this is a game that people should play, or like that's up there in that tier. Ask me if I played it, and then we can kind of like go like that way, if that makes sense.
I mean, I feel like you're gonna get a lot of the same recommendations from me.
That's
I was-
fair enough.
I want to start off by being like, Metroid.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We
All
burned
right.
that bridge.
Yeah.
How about Symphony of the Night?
No, that's crap. They're in Smash. Simon Belmont, right?
No.
No. Whoops. Well, my bad.
Wow.
No, sorry.
Oh.
This has been the Wait What Are We Talking About podcast, episode 57.
Symphony of the Night starts with Richter Belmont. and
Okay,
then-
I was
Yeah,
on.
it picks up the very.
You
beginning
got
of
so
Symphony of the Night,
offended that I said
and-
Simon, Jeff, and
I
not
wasn't about to
Richter.
go there.
Wow. At least I was on the
very
right
end of
track.
The very end of the very beginning of Symphony is the end of Dracula X.
It's true.
But you play most of the game as Alucard.
Yes.
Okay. See, that name came to mind too, but so sorry.
I saw the anime.
That anime's real good.
It was really good. The second season just came out on home media, and I want it.
Oh, I was
so
gonna
badly.
say it's been out for like a year.
No, it
but you mean,
came out
to
on Blu-ray.
purchase. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
I don't trust Netflix to not take things away from me.
So okay, you didn't play that. I feel like if I started dropping like Final Fantasy VI or West.
Final Fantasy, I've played 10, but I haven't beaten it.
Okay.
I played a little 10-2.
I know a game you should play.
7, I played like a couple hours, maybe an hour as a kid, but I was like,
And Brent will back me up.
that
on
was
this
my
one.
dumbass kid being like, oh, these are polygons. I like PS2 graphics, and stopped playing.
Yeah.
And then the only other game.
Side scrollers forever, please.
Okay, sorry. I played online for 14 a little bit.
14?
Is that the online one?
That's
Yeah.
the one. Well,
The second online one?
Or, yeah,
Okay, so I played 14 a little bit, and then Tactics Advance, which I love, but that's not in the mainline series, obviously.
the original Tactics is the jam.
See, I
have a-
tried that, and I think I was too spoiled in Advance with like more classes and stuff. So when I went back, I'm like, oh, where's my new moves? Where's the other ones? And I'm like, oh, this nah.
The
Just-
story.
Mm.
So good.
Just off the top of my head, if I was to recommend something to you,
Yep.
as a series, and this is a deep one, and that I don't think Brent would. He might recommend it. The Ogre Battle series.
That's even a
Haven't played
deeper
it.
cut than Tactics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ogre Battle 64 is an amazing game. I have difficulty getting into the SNES one, and there is a tactics game for Game Boy Advance.
There
as
is.
well.
I think it was for the PSP. Tactics.
Tactics Ogre.
Let
There's
us-
Tactics
let-
Ogre,
let
and
us
then
play
there's
together.
Tactics Ogre Knight of Lotus. Yeah, there's two of them.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Let us
one
play.
came
Let us
out-
play together was incredible.
Yeah,
'Cause that was done by
but-
the.
Ogre Battle 64 is an
Yeah.
amazing game. I still have like the beaten up Prima Games guide for when
You
I
know what?
play it.
I never played Ogre Battles. There's one for you.
Yeah, I never played Ogre Battles, but Let Us Cling Together is an amazing game, and you should.
Well, I played Tactics Ogre, but not Ogre Battle. That's from.
And then one that Brent will absolutely back me up on, A Way Out. You and Lady should play A Way Out.
It's not even a series though, and we
I
will.
don't care. It's an experience.
Yeah. That. Yeah, you probably should play that.
We will.
It's real good.
It's real.
See, we
I
will.
played it with a coworker, Tyler, and by the
We
end of
will.
it, I was ready to physically assault him.
And he probably deserved it, in all honesty.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, he was. Oh. Yeah, he did. There's nothing I can say that won't give anything away, but he did.
Nope. Yep, don't say anything about it. Not a word. That game needs to be walked into blind.
And the best part is you only need to buy one copy.
Right.
True.
I remember I tuned into Brent's stream and he was finishing it and I was like, nope!
Nope, 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 nope.
Pushed the laptop off of my lap onto the floor.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I have a deep love for Ogre Battle. It's weird, like the characters have giant eyes and no mouths, but their little picture boxes are super detailed, and I don't know. It's one of those N64 games that didn't get a lot of love, but it's just got like a magic to it, like Harvest Moon 64.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got a
Super
weird
Harvest.
like role reversal question where I'm gonna ask you guys if you played a game or
okay.
series. Shining Force.
Hell yeah!
I played a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh my god, those games are good.
Yes. All right. Cool.
Okay, Real story. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
In 5th grade, we had to do a book report,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want to do no book report, so I wrote my book report on Shining Force 2.
Nice.
So
And
I
you
did
had
that
to dress up as
in
one of the
5th grade?
characters, and
I
I
did
dressed
that
up
in-
as the little rat dude Slade.
Oh yeah.
I dressed up as him after he turns into the ninja.
That's
And
awesome.
the only thing I got marked down points is because I didn't bring the book with me because look, it doesn't exist.
I did that exact thing in 6th grade with Ocarina of Time.
Oh, I love
Nice.
Shining Force. I can almost remember that
I-
whole code you can put in before the game to control the enemies.
Oh.
It's been so long. I'm gonna say I have played it, but it's been so long,
Mm-hmm.
and I my playtime with it was so limited that I'm just gonna say I haven't played it. Like I don't remember anything about it.
Gotcha. Thinking
I
about
remember
it now.
enjoying what I played, but it was one of those things. It's like I think I borrowed it from a friend or somebody. So.
You just get Peter the Phoenix and then you win forever.
Thinking about it now, Jeff. Talking on your stream last night, how you're talking to like content creators, like, oh, you got to play what's new and fresh. Sometimes you just want to play
Oh,
what you
yeah,
want to
the
play.
struggle of,
Like Shining Force.
doing what you want to do versus doing things that'll
Bring
grow
views
your
to the
Yeah.
door.
channel.
Yeah.
I think another game that I would like. I mentioned Final Fantasy Tactics Advance last night. Another game that I would play more often or more times through, just because I enjoyed it so much, is Shining Force 1. And I did stream that. That was like one of the first things I ever streamed.
There was something that you said that I said I would watch you play. What was it?
There was Disgaea 5.
Yes, I would love to watch you play Disgaea
Mm.
because that's something I've always wanted to play and I never have.
Mm.
Like at one point I had a shirt with a printy on it and I'd never fucking played any of the games. I
gonna
just
have
liked an exploding penguin. Like the idea is that seems like an unlockable character in a fun snowboard game. You know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, snowboard kids.
Never played it.
N64. It was like right at the height of like 1080 snowboarding and like the first SSX had come out. And I was like, what if we take snowboarding and we introduce some fucking like Mario Kart stuff
Okay.
where you have like items and
Weird.
like attacks and things, and you have to but you have to, in order to pick up the boxes, you have to have money, and to get money, you have to do tricks.
Capitalism. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
And you can unlock a giant dog who snowboards and the fucking devil.
Oh, okay.
Seems legit.
I really love Snowboard Kids too. I spent $80 buying it at PAX South like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Brent, you had a comment about Disgaea, I think, or you had something that you're holding back.
I have lots to say about Disgaea, but
Okay.
not until the next.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
It sounds like we might be a little bit low.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I just bumped you up. Thank you, Batchild.
Okay,
I
cool.
appreciate that.
No,
No offense. Listening to the
no,
last time that Jeff was on, like editing it, was like I was low, so I bumped you guys down itty bitty bit. But if it's better now, I'm glad. Thank you very much for that. I do
Okay.
appreciate it. Yeah, Disgaea 5, I knew nothing about until Dio streamed it, and just watching him stream it, I would like just the main characters. I was so intrigued with, and like having so much fun listening to them and how ridiculous they were. Like Seraphina's little laugh, that I could laugh. I laugh at every time. And then there's one guy who's literally like, well, there's one guy that's like Hulk Hogan and says brother all the time. And then there's another big meathead that's
Mr. Torque.
pretty much has the Rock's like catchphrases and puts in his own. So I was like,
Pretty
all
good.
right, I'm in. But the other ones I don't know. So yeah, I've enjoyed that one for what I have played of it. I haven't like beaten it or anything, but
I
yeah.
have a real guttural reaction anytime anyone mentions Dio. I had.
That's fine.
Roller da.
No, I would like. I've been seeing things for Disgaea games ever since the first one came out, and like I really just the art style and the promotional material and everything always looked really cool to me. And it's something I've always wanted to play, and it's been re-released so many times that I never fucking buy it. I don't know why. They just like they re-released Disgaea 1 complete on the Switch, I think.
Yeah, 5's
Yeah,
on there.
and
Yeah.
I don't. I think it's because I secretly hate myself and like keeping myself from the things I actually want. But
Well,
speaking of The Rock, though,
Yeah.
Did you guys see like they finally released some shit for the Shazam movie or not Shazam.
No,
Black
they haven't
Adam.
released anything, but it's in production. It has a release
Yeah,
date.
that's
Yeah,
the
sorry.
most news they've had in like 10 years.
He's
since the
stayed
first
on.
Batman.
He's like, you know what? You guys take your time. I'm here. You call me
Yeah, okay,
for
so
money.
yeah, here's the thing. Like, that was first. They were first talking about that like 10 years ago, and he's still playing the main character. Meanwhile, fucking Mark Wahlberg, who was originally supposed to play, Nathan Drake, is now playing Sully.
Yeah, that's
Because he got old.
interesting, but yeah.
I think it'll be cool.
Yeah, I guess Tom Holland is supposed to play Nathan.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I mean,
He's so youthful looking
I'm not
Well,
against
it's-
either of the actors. It's just it's
and
This is-
spindly.
This takes place like before Uncharted 1.
Oh,
okay.
it's like
So
a
it's like a
Indiana
young,
Jones.
yeah, it's like young Nathan Drake, and that's why Sully, because
It's the first half hour of Crusaders.
It's
Okay.
like 55-year-old Sully, not 70-year-old Sully.
Okay. All right.
I never
Fair
thought
enough.
Sully was 70. He does not
Or
move and smoke
60.
like a 70-year-old.
He's either 60 or 70. He's old, despite his limber nature.
Hmm.
Quite limber. Lots of jumps.
Yeah.